How's it going, everybody? Happy 2021. So, decided to switch it up a little bit on this video and talk a little bit about gardening. And what you're looking at here are just some of my plants that I've decided to grow even though I don't have a lot of time to take care of them. The light setup that I have at home just does it for me. I have everything set up on a timer and just set it and forget it. I take these cups, fill them with dirt, put some seeds in, germinate, and then set them under these lights and just set a timer for 16 hours on, 8 hours off, and just let them grow. And then I have them all in little flood trays that I put the water so they can keep watered while I'm gone out on the property working. These up here, just a bunch of different lettuces I have. We have Swiss chard, I have rainbow chard, onions, oregano, parsley, cilantro, tatsoi. So, as you can see, I can still do it even though I'm not even here, and it's really easy to do. And the reason I'm able to do this is because I have this little setup here. I actually built this about 2 years ago. I think it was like two and a half. It kind of evolved. So basically it's just recycled pallet wood that I painted black, and I bought some lights off of Craigslist from a guy who's in the contracting business, and he had just ripped these out of a building and sold them to me. All I had to do was just wire them up. They're just simple T8 fluorescent bulbs, and I haven't even changed the bulbs for years. So I've had these for years, and they're blue light spectrum, which means that they're really great for growing vegetation. So you don't need to go all fancy. I think this whole setup, this tower, I spent maybe $75 for, and that's including the lights. So, and I even put wheels on it. So they're all wired through the back, and I just have them running into a plug here I'm about to show you. And then over here, this is where I do a little bit of our fancier stuff. We got some marijuana plants, and I have some moringa, some chili peppers, have a couple beans, and orange trees. Just actually some trees that I want to take out to the property once spring comes, so I can plant them out there. And these lights here, these are full spectrum LED grow lights, and these are a little more expensive, but they do provide a lot of light, and I can grow a lot of plants at once under these. Once again, they are just simply connected to a timer. Here you can see the timer. You can see how the lights actually can like dolly chain into each other, so you really only need one plug for all three of these lights, and they just plug right in to the timer. And the timer I have connected to a meter that actually tells me how many kilowatts I'm using total. So this is like a cumulative for like a couple months, and it's just everything's on a timer. The only thing I got to remember to do is check for aphids and bugs and water these things. And this is how I keep my plants alive in the wintertime, or when I'm busy, I just don't have time. So got all the greens I need here. And last here, I have what you're seeing there is an air pump that's hooked up to, this is for some hydroponic growing. It's just an air pump that has a couple air stones that feeds both of these plants here. And I'm going to pull this one out just to show you the roots and how it works. So they just sit, these are cat litter containers, by the way, and there you can see the roots. This is a plant that's going on its second year, but yep, the pump just pumps the air to the roots and helps recycle the nutrients, or keeps cycling the nutrients so they don't get stale in there. But that's it. Nothing fancy, but this is how I grow in the wintertime here, or when I want to just set something and forget it. So anyways, I wanted to also just plug my seed business that I have online. It's urbanfarminginitiative.com. Right now, this year, we're doing $1 seed packs, and It's flat fee for shipping, so it's really inexpensive, and I have lots of different varieties. I grow the same varieties that I sell, so hopefully you guys can check that out.